What up, though, y'all? Welcome to another episode on Tail Talk. This is, you know what I'm saying. As you can tell by the title, the thumbnail, talking about Daima. Before we get into episode 2, we are still giving away a copy of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Any game system you want, if you're the winner, of course. As soon as we hit 100 subscribers, we're launching the giveaway. That's when you guys can unlock the giveaway. And then after that, all you have to do is follow us on Instagram, Till Talk Media, and the Dragon Ball.tees account. Once you follow those two accounts, you just have to comment on the pinned post, tagging 2 people, and then boom, you're entered. Simple. Don't have to share. Don't have to make a video entry. Don't have to do anything. Just help us get to 100 subscribers. Follow those 2 accounts and make a comment. 3 easy steps. So let's get to 100 subscribers. Since we started this giveaway, I think we maybe have gotten 20 subscribers, maybe 15 to 20. So we're still 40 away. At the time I'm recording this, I think we only have 60. But come on, 40 people. Help us get 40 people. And then we can help you get Sparking, or at least give you an opportunity to receive a free copy. And then I think we're even going to be doing like a runner-up prize too, involving some merch through Dragon Ball Tees. If not, maybe the second or third will receive something from that. We're also going to be dropping some stuff online so that way we can give people other opportunities to have more entries in the giveaway with a purchase. Maybe we'll do another entry or 2 per item that you buy through Dragon Ball Tees. But yeah, let's get back into the video. Episode 2 just aired this past weekend, and we're finally, not finally because it's only the second episode, but starting to warm up. Not as slow as the first episode. Obviously, they were kind of catching us up with the timeline and kind of giving us a brief little backstory. But in the second episode, we got a little more. So this makes even more sense why the Daima that's going to theaters is, when I looked at it, said it's about 1.5 hours. So that makes sense. It's going to be the first 3 episodes. So I'm expecting some action in this 3rd episode, because you're not going to send this to theaters and have 0 fights. That literally makes no sense. You got to get people hyped up, excited when they leave the theater. You want people to feel as though, oh, I got to go continue to watch this. I got to go watch episode 4. So episode 3 has to be action-packed. Has to be something along those lines. Because how it's going right now, it would be a terrible thing to put in theaters if it kind of just continued on this slow, warm-up, bubbling kind of show. I am a fan of Dragon Ball, so I'm not mad at what's going on right now, obviously. I'm just happy we get a new series. The art's great. As me and Uwe were talking about last week, he's actually sick this week, so we weren't able to get together, but definitely had to get this out for you guys. One of the things that I was most excited about with this episode, believe it or not, was we got the new intro and an outro. I don't remember the same outro as last time. I could be wrong, but I'm almost certain that we didn't get this intro on the first episode. After I'm done with this, I'm going to go check to make sure, so when I'm editing, I can just correct, put like little words right here, like, no, it's the same intro, outro. My memory's bad. So, but I do believe this is the first time we're getting that Daima intro and that Daima outro, kind of previewing the adventures that they're going to be going on. Um, the start of this episode uh, shows Shenron and Goma, and Goma's like, "Where's my three wishes?" He instantly regretted wishing uh, the Z Fighters family friends as kids. He said that he wished if he would have known that Shenron gives first time wishers only one wish, then he would have just wished for the third eye and whatnot. I thought it was funny. Shenron was like, "Nah, I essentially only give people I mess with three wishes." Like that was really funny to me. Um, Neva dynamic. He Goma asked him like, "Oh, can't you just do what you did again? Like collect the stones, bring them out into Dragon Balls." And the face he made was kind of like, "Yeah, I can," but the words he said was, "Nah, like I can't, my powers aren't strong enough to do it again." But then he was like, so I think he's holding back. So when I was talking with Uwe, we were talking about how he might actually be the bad guy, but after that, I can see him kind of at some point helping Goku and the others. I'm sure him and Piccolo are gonna get together, talk, and kind of build a bond. Excuse me. So that was cool. Another funny thing, Trunks and Gohan talking in baby or talking telepathically. I don't know which was which, but they knew what each other was saying. Um, it was funny seeing Bulma and Chi-Chi being happy that they looked young again because they're older ladies or whatever. So they were happy about the youth that they had. um, Another thing that I noticed, or that we seen, if you've seen episode 2, Goma was gonna kill Dende because Dende's kind of like in control of like the Dragon Balls and stuff. So you get rid of Dende, a lot of that stuff goes away. Um, but he's seen Dende kind of act uh, baby-ish, I guess, because he was turned into a baby, not just a kid. And once he's seen him kind of like doing baby things or appearing babyish, he was like, "No, we'll just take him." So Goma's a softie, or they just don't want too much violence in Daima. So I'm thinking it's a little bit of both. Probably more so they don't want that kind of violence, but you kind of seen a softer side of Goma. So I wonder if that's gonna play a factor down the line once we get actual clashes with Goma and stuff like that. It was cool to see that them transforming into kids threw off their like fighting and kind of special abilities. They were trying to fly. Piccolo's running in the trees. Goku's just flying off into things. He noticed that he couldn't get his reach down, so he went and got his power pole. He stopped at Korin's first, then Korin sent him to Master Roshi's. Roshi had this little swaggy fit on. It's funny because he looks like Krillin. He's bald even as a kid too. Um, but he got the power pole. Roshi was just using it as a laundry rod or whatever to hang his clothes on. Um, it was cool to see how interested Supreme Kai was. Obviously, leading up, we knew Supreme Kai was going to be rolling with Goku on this adventure and whatnot, but we didn't necessarily know why. But of course, now we do. His younger brother, Degasu, um, is obviously with Goma, and once he heard that, he was like, "I'm coming to help you guys." Uh, One thing that I liked, because when everybody seen Goku as a kid or whatever, we're like, "Oh, where's Nimbus? Where's Nimbus?" So when he was visiting Korin looking for the power pole, Korin offered the Nimbus, and he said no. He was just because he can just fly or whatever. So at least Nimbus was touched on, because I was definitely hoping for a little Nimbus action, but it is what it is. Throughout the episode, we found out that there's kind of different parts and different sections of the demon world. Piccolo had said that the Namecs were from like a nicer part, but they didn't like to be ruled over, so that's why they left. And the only reason Neva is still there is essentially to protect the Dragon Balls and make sure those don't get used. I would assume that's why he made those big, powerful beings, to protect them and look after them. I think it was Supreme Kai as well that mentioned to Glorio, like, oh, are you from Section 3 or whatever? So there's a lot of different parts, not even dimensions, but just parts and sections of the demon realm. So I wonder how many of those we're going to get. I guess in one of the trailers they did show, I want to say like 4 or 5 different, I don't want to say countries, but just like different versions of the demon realm. One thing that did stick out to me was Glorio saying he was sent to do this. So I wonder who sent Glorio. Obviously, we're going to find out down the line, but I wonder who that could be. Supreme Kai saying, oh, watch out for him. I feel like it's too upfront and too like, oh, we need to look out for him. He's gonna turn bad. Like, I don't think Glorio's ever gonna turn bad, honestly. Maybe he'll be put in a predicament to where he has to choose Goku and the gang over maybe where he's from in the demon realm. But I don't see Glorio turning his back. I feel like that was just too obvious. That would just be too much of a gimme if he actually does turn out to be bad or backstab them. Maybe he does a little backstab, but then makes up for it in the end, if anything at all along those lines. But the preview after the credits, after the closing credits, obviously this next episode is going to take place in the demon realm. I'm hoping, like I said at the start of this, I'm really hoping that it's not just exploring. Like, there has to be some type of fighting. There just has to be, especially for this to be the last part of the movie that's going to be in theaters. Like, it just has to. So this one definitely got me excited for the 3rd episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends. We're trying to get this channel to 100 subscribers. At the start of the video, like we said, that giveaway is still gonna be going on. So if you don't have Sparking, if you've just been having to watch other people play, go to your friend's house or whatever, you can have your very own copy. Just make sure, help us get to 100 subscribers. Follow those other couple steps to get entered into the giveaway, and let's test your luck. But that'll do it, y'all. Peace. Dragon Ball love. Until next time.